You ads. Oh, where's my game? What does my capture not capture? First spade? I wonder how that happened. Hello? Don't tell me that my settings are all screwy. Bye bye ads. Hello, Remy. Yeah, we'll get that situated at some point. Okay, not sure why my game's not showing up. Technical difficulties, unfortunately. Yeah. I know when I was booting things up while we were talking, I had to replug in my capture card because it wasn't finding it, but it's showing up through the Elgato capture utility. It's just not showing up on OBS. Deactivate, reactivate. There we go. Cool. Turn it off and turn it on again. It's all you gotta do. Solves 90% of tech problems. And they don't even pay me to do it. What can I say? Should go into IT. Alrighty. Welcome, chat. As usual, thank y'all for being here. Spade, thank you for hanging. Feel free to execute what we were discussing with commands and stuff freely. We'll get that. IT crowd does it again, right? Oh, man. Okay, so, game plan for today's session of nonsense is we have a fuck ton of side quests to do. And I want to do those hunts as well. We did a few yesterday, but I want to knock out everything before we beat the game. So it's probably going to be most likely tomorrow when we actually beat the game. That's just my prediction, because I will not be up super late tonight. I have felt a lot better today as far as being bleh and coming off of my sickliness. But I still don't want to relapse on that, basically. So we will go for as long as I am comfortable going.
Run like the wind.
That may be 2 hours, that may be 4 hours, but probably no more than 4 hours. I just want to give y'all forewarning. But till then, thanks for coming in, hanging out, chilling.
Here we are again.
Try to hit the ground running on this. Looks like I need to hit
If you were a tortoise, Togo, where would you hide?
Tortoise. Oh yeah, that's what we're after. We're after the tortoise. Okay, they're just forcing me to do it. Alright. Not like I need to wait.
Nice try.
Gonna wreck him like Ralph, as always. Oh, for BG3? I actually haven't. I recently because I ended up making a dozen, no, probably a dozen different profiles. So I haven't even done Gore Dash's ordainment, or however But I have been doing a lot more side stuff again, and like clearing through Baldur's Gate. I only recently came back to it, so I was struggling with a decision that I finally got over making. You're technically ahead of me in the main campaign. I don't know if you've done all the side stuff that I've done, but I will say, campaign-wise, for sure, you definitely have. It's what I get for, you know, making like 12 different freaking profiles. You've been min-maxing? See, I think I respect around level 8 or 9? I think it was around level 9. I was feeling like lackluster in some of my characters. I was like, I think I need to reevaluate if I did my builds.
So she can finish her prototype.
But now I like just reached level 12, max level. I just got the last character that can be in your party. I finished Asterian's quest line. So, like, I got through a good chunk of things the last couple times that I played. And I didn't even play for that long. It was like a few hours. So that was nice, but I'm definitely, yeah. I'm lagging behind. If you beat it before me, let me know so I can feel bad about not beating it. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's still here.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace.
You found
And
Winter.
if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized.
Oh, they're
forever.
getting their hair dyed.
But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one
Nice.
place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved. The Hideaway.
I've never dyed my hair before, and I don't know. Having a little bit of like, I mean, I've changed my hair like, I don't know, 2-3 times in the past like year and a half. I went from pretty much like buzzing my hair myself, just to cut down the cost of going and getting haircuts, to growing it out quite long to what you see before you. And I'm like, I don't know.
The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll make that
I'll
like
not forget this.
a follow
What?
goal.
Are you still
You guys can have me dye my
Is it
hair.
further? You look pale.
There's been a
I liked my
flood
long
of
hair
outlaws,
too, but
a
it was
damn big
getting
one.
way too fucking
The League
hot.
of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned, and they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose.
That was smart, Spade. I probably should have cut mine a lot sooner so I could have it grow out over the winter,
Must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well,
but I
what are
was
you waiting
stubborn
for?
because I enjoyed
my lord.
having my long hair.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
Yeah, maybe at like if I get 150 followers, I'll dye my hair. I'll give a choice between like 3 colors or something.
You have to listen to me. They're coming. You need to evacuate.
They're just
Know
in
your
there.
place, bearer. How long do we have until
Why do
these
they always
Akashic
make such a...
It's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this
Nice.
disturbing news, might I ask?
Like that, Spade.
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
Alright, let him die.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
Yep, let him die. Fuck him.
You're making a mistake.
You dumbasses. Oh, your racist bullshit.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Ferda.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Ferda! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor, I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
Yep.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different.
There's the Luna technologies.
I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe
That's a little
me.
awkward.
If you do not run, you will die.
Who will?
You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourself.
Then why would he tell you?
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Oh shit. Kakashi style headband. Oh damn. I'm surprised you have that much already.
Wait, someone's coming.
Well shit.
Stop! You're hurting
This is
him.
gonna make it fun to play for a while. Apparently. But I respect that, Spade.
What did Lubor ever do to you?
I love the lurkers.
He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing.
Pretty sure I
you can
had
do for
an
this
idea
town.
for a time limit on how long this would last,
Who
but
was it
we'll
who
see.
made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
5 minutes? Eh,
Whose
we'll,
men
we'll,
make
we'll
sure
try
the
for
streets are
10.
clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day every day
2,000's
making sure
a
things
decent
run
amount.
smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you, ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going.
I appreciate the
Who acts like it
consideration,
doesn't
Smith.
even exist?
But we'll try for 10 and see how that is.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Kind of a miracle they didn't assume that the kids were, like, churned.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage, and they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs.
Trick.
Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Kill him.
Where else but the most perilous place of all?
Yeah.
I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
This is true.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it.
Not just on the
For
front
Dalamir.
lines, I'm going into enemy territory. Let's go.
Looks like everyone's ready.
Ooh, that's right next to here. I do love instant fast travel systems. I'm going to be so spoiled
There it is.
with that.
The flood. But what's waiting for us inside?
Yeah. And right, let's see how fighting with a headband over my eye
Can't
looks
ever
out.
see anyone alive.
You too can die. What's that other? There we are. New enemies approach. New challenger. Nope, not target you. Yeah, there we go. I think I barely made that, actually. Oop. Well, I definitely don't find it easier to play with that fan over my eye like this.
The League is disbanded. I should get back
That was
to
a bit
Dalamil and see
easier
how
than
the
I
others fared.
expected. No, secondary or third boss ad to break through. It makes me feel more powerful. Well, I think, you know, if I were to
All the
reveal my
Akashic we were able to
Sharingan,
find have been
that
done.
would make me feel more
Seems that might
powerful.
be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalamil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
Yeah, you really
We
should.
did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character.
She
is a
was pretty
stain
adamant
on
about it
ours.
was.
We thought
Okay,
only
all
of
right.
what we perceived bearers to be.
Victory
not
is
what you
mine!
truly
Wait,
are. The man who
you are
saved
your own?
Dalimil
Yeah, I
twice
guess that
over.
makes sense.
I
You
see.
are you.
But
Okay, well
I
well
will
said,
only
Spade.
accept your
Having a
proposal
trick up my
on
sleeve
two
does make me
conditions.
feel more powerful.
Name them.
Because they don't see it coming.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start.
How you doing, Victory? How's that sleep
Unity
schedule
is the
coming
key to
along?
defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if
Every
I am
urge
to
to go to
lead you,
bed right now. Oh
the
god.
mistreatment of bearers
5:30.
must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen.
Drink a whole
They will
pack
not be
of
judged
monsters.
by what they are, but who they are.
That should do the trick, right?
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat?
The same hat, just gold.
How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned
No,
myself
not
to
yet,
leaving
Victory.
Dalimil in
I haven't had the
disgrace.
time to
And
test
now,
that out and
I find myself her leader.
make sure I can have it working.
For everything.
I probably won't have that set up till at least next week.
Lubor,
Thursday's kind of my only
about the children.
free day, and
Fear
I
not, you are of course relieved of your
don't think I'm going to be
responsibility.
able to spend it
I would sooner
working
face
on
another horde of
the
Akashic
dual
than see them
PC
brought up
stream.
as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalimil.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
Yeah. But it's good. I mean, I'm streaming from my capture card, so I have less concerns doing that. Impulse reduces impulse cooldown time. Andre, recall what impulse is. Okay, let's make sure. I feel like I do remember something about the Velcroy for a hunt. I'm probably gonna have to go back and double check the hunts after a day or so. It's like poof, I don't remember anything.
what you're looking for.
That would be Spade. Yep. He had enough. Actually, technically, I can take it off now. Or at least adjust it.
You're welcome anytime.
The legend.
Do you see that too?
Yes. Much respect. The first one to actually redeem it.
What is it? Stop. I'm scared.
It's all right.
Yeah. I think I'll just do it for as long as I can, but I'll eventually put a time limit on it for future. I think I do have it set where it can only be redeemed so many times or within a certain time limit. I could be wrong though. Both eyes. Oh yeah. Go for a Goto style, you know, blindfold Gojo style. Yeah. If only I could see.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long. You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Oh, it's on the wrong thing. You're gonna go curing people? Oh, you're not the... It is you. Yes. Piece of poop. You. Thought it was on Titan, but I guess not. Sure.
A little longer than I'd have liked.
Yeah, they were a little more tanky, but I know one of them got a couple heals off that I did not consent to.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions
I do
abandoning the oath they
victory.
swore.
I kind of want to play
I
Alan
hadn't
Wake
thought
2,
the corruption had reached
and then
so
I have a
close to the heart of the
crap
Republic.
ton of backlog
fucking
that I can
disgrace.
play.
Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course.
I might leave it up to
My lord Marquis,
to viewer
Or is Sid
choice,
the outlaw
because we see
more
how
to
well
like?
that always works out.
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring.
But I know
My uncle has a
Avenger
plan to right the
plays a
realm,
lot of horror
and he needs
games.
your help to see it through.
Before I
Never
agree
played
to
the
anything,
first. I'm wondering how much that's going to
I'd
be
have you answer
needed.
one
Because
question.
I actually never beat the first
What do
game.
you stand to gain
I
from all
forget for what
this?
reason. I think I was just borrowing it from Kyo, and then
I
he
won't
asked for it
deny
back.
that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in
I know
order to
there's
take
like
it, we must stand together,
Insomnia the
even
Bunker.
if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
That came out not too long ago. Hey, he got the socials
Certainly
working.
not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right.
5 games
You
that
are
yeah.
no ordinary outlaw.
Right though.
I'll never hear the end of this.
Speaking of which, you could do Dead
I'll start by
Space.
ordering my
You
most
haven't
trusted
played
guard to
Dead
bring the
Space, right,
Dalmekian
Victory?
fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that
Field
one's
Marshal.
pretty good.
But they are not the only
Probably
ones I
not
need
too
to convince.
terrifying for your
do you
taste,
mean?
but it's a
I
good
don't
game
doubt that I can
nonetheless.
bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy, one who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered, but I'm no diplomat either.
I hit things with
I
a
have
giant
other
sword.
problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator, and I may know just the person.
Is that so?
Can't be scared.
And
Ever.
would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
I mean, I technically don't think I've ever seen you
Beggars can't be
flinch.
choosers. I suppose we'll
And if
all
I
have to find
have-
a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this.
Meth makes me
Very well.
invincible.
Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
Oh yeah, that does look better, Spade. So we know Insta, YouTube, so on and so forth.
My Lord Marquis, your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Victory, I'm excited for this weekend. I hope we can watch Talk to Me, the new Exorcist movie.
I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my
Yeah,
brother
I
to
don't
take
know
his
what's up with
medicine.
that, Spade. I noticed that too. The at
This is a
gmail.com
job for
just
someone with
drops off, but
experience.
whatever.
Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Horror weekend! Actually, my brother came in last night and was like, you know what I think you'd like? I think you'd like Talk to Me. I'm like, yeah, I think I would too. I'm gonna see you this weekend. Alright, let's clear out this area. And we'll work our way back around. Yeah, that's the Talk to Me one that I was mentioning. The one with the hand. Pretty sure Kyo said that he's going to be bringing that.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond.
Yes, sir.
Do you really think we're strong
The
enough?
hype is real.
Save the world? Of course.
I'm not sure what Universal or what time Universal starts, but I'm expecting to be fucking exhausted when we get back, so
But perhaps these bands would have helped.
we might throw on something that
Knowing
we've
he was
already
with
seen
us would have
before.
made all the difference.
I don't know,
It's just
because usually those things run late. Yeah. do I need here? I'm expecting Saturday to be more of like the viewing of things.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm like, maybe we'll make
for anything.
trinket games around like jump scares and like other scary movie tropes. Like old men do. Me right there, these past my prime, but I still gotta never steal.
Never lost heart. Never looked back. Never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men.
This is... I came across this tombstone and...
I've been trying to
Oh,
live
it
up to
was...
those ideals ever since.
This is his dad's?
We all have, Clive.
Nice, Spade. Yeah, let that run automatically. And then
will
if
keep
people
trying.
want to
Because that's what he would have wanted.
inquire about it, we can send the command through.
What he would have done himself. Even
Hit check button, new liver for this weekend.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
The overview went on the timer. Okay. That sounds good, Spade. Yeah. I mean, you saw how many timers I'm running. It definitely will clog fast. I'll go back through my timers and see if I can't, like, condense or,
we won't lay you down.
redo them. I'll probably be able to condense. Maybe get rid of one or two.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
So, do I, like, get that helmet? Hey, we got the level up. Oh shit, 4 levels for max. Displayed. Ah, it's a display, okay. Well, that's cool too. I feel like we're getting a lot of treasures to fill out my gallery. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. I mean, he's already been with me this whole time. We are going backwards. Damn, it's been a minute since we've been to Lost Wing. Visited this place in quite some time.
Not here. Good girl. Run like the wind.
Every time he says, ride like the wind. Just like, ride like the wind, bullseye. Almost compulsion to do it. So I can run through it. Ooh. Or pirate games, or movies.
No need to ride
Well,
from here.
there's... I don't know if it's really considered a horror pirate movie. But there is a movie that came out where people were traveling like Dracula or something that was supposed to be pretty spooky.
I have a proposal for you.
Right? You could definitely do something really
Something tells
terrifying
me
with a
you'll be
horror
asking
pirate
more of me
genre.
than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
I remember the first Pirates of the Caribbean actually scared the fuck out of me as a kid.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
A new quest over there. Alright. I mean, we're making pretty good progress through these. Start from the bottom. I know there's a handful of hunts here, so I might not want to fast travel through everything. Upgrade Southern Gate. It's not a ginormous place, but it definitely is kind of like... I know... What did I do? I think I went up here. No, wait. It was down here. I did this. Which is funny enough, because that's the quest that I'm about to do. But there was like a S-rank hunt down there. Second chat. Message I gotta respond to. One second here. Do da la 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 la. Get up. Make me work harder. Get it. With that, we'll allow some more redemptions over future time. So my eye feels very awkward right now. That was definitely an experience.
Ready, go? Faster!
I probably could fight through these enemies and get some more XP. And it's back. Well, I did say for redemption, so here we go. Why stop a good thing? You're not getting off that easily. No, it appears I am not. You happy now? There we go. Oh yeah, I'm on TikTok. No, that's not for me. Luckily. I don't even know how to do TikTok.
Might this be Mickelberg?
Oh no, this is a different area. I haven't been here
Straight
before.
home now.
Oh shit, what the hell is this? Got some cult gathering?
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call. No,
Yeah, you gotta pay
I
me if
came
you
here
want
looking
some
for someone.
cute
be
dances,
honest,
okay?
I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others...
30-minute count?
They-
Sweet. Gotcha.
They heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves.
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
Really is a cult.
They want to be saved. Forgive me. But did another foreigner, like me, come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Storm? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
This one? Yep. Looks like this one. There's no loot on this around here, is there?
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
Yep.
I am.
And the timer kicks in.
And so it would appear. Are you?
Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
Truly perfect timing.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He is psychic.
He said that you had failed to report.
My God.
Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not?
Now, Victory, if you can't turn water into wine, I don't think you have the hope of being a god. So, let's check on that first. I'll be your test subject. Testing the water. Turn to wine, that is.
Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings.
But,
I too swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... it is different.
What's this more?
It is more.
It's giving up your life.
And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become Akashic. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what.
If water into Kool-Aid. Don't know if that quite counts. But, you're on your way. Even better.
Beneath the flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Whoops. It's on the wrong thing.
Ready.
Yeah. Yes. I messaged her. Oh.
What now?
3 finger.
With butcher? Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
We meet again.
Okay. What he's up to?
I've killed your kind before.
I might have missed that, Spade. I'm a little confused. I mean, like, if I got your Halloween costume, you mean, like, I can, Oops, missed my mark. I can use that Akatsuki robe that I got a little while back now. And yeah. Otherwise, not really sure. Oh, the other message, remind you in case I forgot. in case I forgot, okay. Yeah, luckily I do not forget. I do have it, like, kind of sitting in proximity. I could actually, like, grab it right now. I think what I'll need to do is, unfold it. Sounds good, Spade. Thank you, sir. As always. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's dead. Dead. Go through the door.
Damn it.
Oh. Okay.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them.
What the fuck, Victory?
Salvation.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it so much that you would suck their toes.
Just as I did.
Thai milk tea.
When the Undying plucked me
I don't know if I've tried Thai milk tea.
Gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me.
Is that like a boba style drink?
Deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become Akashic in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
It's a boba. Nice.
Look, my lord.
Been a hot minute since I've had any sort of boba style drink. Delish. Just rub it in my face, why don't ya? This is true. There's gotta be plenty of boba spots in LA.
are saved. Found her.
Oh, that's right.
get
You
this
guys
report to
went that
Cyril.
one time. And I stayed and watched some Dragon Ball Super. Oh, nice. Wow. Well, okay, kind of nice. It took me all the way back here without having to fast travel. Guess I should have started from top to
My
bottom.
Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be, only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them, and you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once.
Book of Martyrs.
My lord,
That's tasteful.
it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Other orichalcum. Think we can make at least one of the items. If not, maybe two? Like 6 signboards. Hey. Okay. Actually making really good time on these side quests. Ah. Oh, because I was looking at the other one.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Akashic. I need to hurry.
Yeah!
All right. I can walk from here. There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer.
I mean, if the guards are against
tight.
Okay. Did tell me to use key if I couldn't use the key. The kingdom, right of designation. The kingdom of Waloed hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers, both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kazu beast for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punished by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the pursual of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearers in any other case.
So this place was no ordinary prison.
Lovely.
I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Yep. Pretty much lets us know what we're going to be fighting. You're supposed to check second floor, right? Some loots. Notes here? Okay. Oh, okay. That is difficult.
Have care.
I mean, I'm not surprised Kakashi Hatake can fight one-eyed. God damn if it's not the most uncomfortable thing. Slicing dice. The Kaza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercise conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between ally and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that a bear captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into a fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal losses of Waluder lives.
Minimal loss of Waluder lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Yes and no, kind of. I like a smidge. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kaza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed.
They were feeding bearers to it.
Disgusting.
This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Upstairs here. Guess so. It's upstairs.
No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key.
Kill the beast.
But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here. Then come and find me when you're ready.
You using that
All right.
optical cable?
I'll be there in a moment.
I don't think so. It's probably in the red netted bag that's up here somewhere. Be careful when you pull that down. Some stuff will come with it, for sure. Like I said, some stuff will come with it, for sure. Yeah, stuff. Stuff and things. Yep. I don't think you gave it those.
Oh, I got them in my...
Yeah.
like, oh shit, why did I do that cable? And then I'm like, oh, I think I might have scared me because I found the plug.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like going, yeah, so.
Well, aren't you glad I don't throw that stuff away?
Yeah,
I mean, because I had no purpose for it, so why?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I've got an old 1080 Blu-ray disc player, but it plays CDs. And I think when I'm
keep
using
the door open.
I think when I'm using the HDMI, I think it's using the DAC in the player itself, and that DAC sucks. But if I use this, it'll use the DAC in my DVR. It may sound better. I don't know. I never really got a good sound with this. They say coaxial is better, but
Let's see what we can find down
doesn't
here.
have a coaxial out, so. This is the only other thing I could do without having to spend money.
I was gonna say, worth a try before spending.
And if not, I can put the plug back in it. Yeah.
Very true.
You can go play with that. You can play with them. I let the footy in. See one of the games she was saying about to do.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yep. Something.
Yep. Yes, we do get to fight the beast. Wait. I mean, I imagine I just go out there and that starts to fight, right? So there's gotta be some loot. Uh-oh. There's actually someone here.
A survivor. And she sounds close.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Did that happen moments ago? Like, what?
Back. Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
You know we will.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it
Another
live.
type of behemoth.
Not if it's got a taste for bearers. That's better.
The big blue. Oh, it's one of the hunts, technically. Okay. Only an A rank, though. Psh, this would be easy.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
I got a little too close. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Okay, yeah, I mean, easy. It'd be easy. Doing one that has a material, too. Okay, you can use comment, too.
Well done, Toro.
Just need a little bit of, like... Fuck you, get on the floor. I was able to do that all last night. I don't understand why I can't dodge that. Mid-air dodge your tail, though. Oh crap, what happened to my... Okay. I mean, no, that was 100% planned. Somehow my combo builder got used up. I must have accidentally pressed that without realizing it. Let it die. The behemoth struggle.
Finally.
I don't think it'll
are
be
you
that
hurt?
easy, but maybe we'll be able to make our sword.
I'm fine. I think.
That's good.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on.
He would have done the same.
We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Shit. Sends us all the way back. Alright. Guess we'll round up what we gotta do here.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days.
Oh, thank you.
I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Hyde Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Nobody's tool. Darkness. Well, that was a cool transition. Alright. We'll go here first. Yeah.
It sounds a lot better.
Does it?
Yeah, because I'm using the DAC and the good stereo unit, you know, versus the cheap player. But so it's just working as a disk drive,
right?
And sending a digital signal, and then the receiver picks it up and converts it to analog through the DAC, the digital analog converter. And the DAC is like superior in that unit, so it's like holy shit, way better. So,
there you go.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0. And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait.
The children.
When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Has Mitadol mentioned a new project yet?
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
Yes.
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
Good
That just so
intuition.
happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look,
Yeah.
I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Well, did they have it?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. work.
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own, but with the right cog in the right place. Well, you just wait and see.
We got flappy wings?
That should do it.
Wait, is this purely for a model?
Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
Titan's tits.
Wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
I feel like for her, most line up at the same time.
The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it isn't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
Just like her dad did for her.
I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
There's a tiny bit of a gun punch. I have a soft spot for Sid.
If I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it isn't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
I am positive we are going to see that airship fly.
Has Mitadol mentioned a new project yet?
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Porterzolder as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Of course. Oh, by earliest it is now. Right.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalone,
Wearing it,
awaiting a safe
just
haven.
not over my
Allow
eye
them to
anymore.
make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the city
I was afraid
fed,
someone else would come
ferry
in
the
swinging
displaced
with
back to the
another,
countryside to work the fallow
you know,
fields.
redemption.
But I'm sure
So
that you
just
wish
have to pull it back
continue
down.
your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends? I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
They are stubborn. Stubborn old men.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Uncle Byron, so extra. I love it.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Funny enough, I expected that quest to go on a little longer. Put me down here, man. I gotta take the lift. So long.
You should have seen.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
Ooh, they actually make me choose? I mean, I don't have enough information. I wish I could question him and be like, did you use me on purpose? Because if he was actually terrified and unable to draw a sword, yeah. But I mean, Gav has shown, like, frightfulness.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, Or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine.
It would have
One
if I
more
say no.
chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Dedication.
Daft as a
Gotta
brush, that one.
uplift.
But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Gav has seriously carried this
This
team.
did not play out as I expected. Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Think. What? 2 more popped up. Alright. I'm gonna pee real quick.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. That'd mean the crystal.
I will be right back, chat. Ready.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Ooh. Less than 400 away for the
Here you are.
next tier. Genji's gloves.
All done?
What does that do? Increase damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Hello? Might do that. We'll see. So now we have this dude. Hilton's Gate, Simbrek. Corsair, Sambrack. The Waloed army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve, but this particular specimen's training has long since ceased. Whether its captures turned to Keshik with the rest of their comrades or were eaten by their pet when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. What we do know is there is none left alive who knows the words to put an end to its rampage. Okay, all I seem to know is it's in Waloed somewhere. Cool. Yeah. Halfcomb Waloed, Crichton Hollow Waloed, Stelia Waloed, the Velcroy, okay. So, Sunbreak's Legend. Okay, we got some more in Sunbreak. See if I can't mentally. This is all of Sunbreak. Dragon's Airy. Where Eastwatch is. I mean, I guess it could kind of be anywhere. I feel like they do a good job at not reusing areas, but maybe it's down here. At least one or two of them probably are. The Velcroy. Need to check on that. This too. I mean, we have the northern, the southern. Traveling the Velcroy. It's kind of a big area. Alright, let's finish grabbing quests. I'm gonna see what we can craft too. Feel like we've gotten 2 or 3 Orichalcum. Oh.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
Of course,
no.
Not just any.
One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught luckier in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is,
they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
There's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call.
Okay.
I'll let you know if I find anything.
Again, is
You're a good friend,
Bergia
Clive. I
considered
won't
silver?
forget this.
Or is that a white chocobo? Silver linings. Ah, it makes sense now.
Trouble with your gear, or Sancthornian, do you?
Oh, we only have 2 Orichalcum, 1 of 2 Darksteel, and no Criminal Battlehorn. That makes that a little tough. We don't have Silver Tongue, but we do have these 2. Funny enough, that lowers our HP now, somehow. Carrying it too. Oh, the piece of gear we got for getting our mans bequeathed by our father. Okay. Well, since we can't really upgrade those, it's probably better to save it then. This is Darksteel and Primitive Battlehorn.
That it?
Here I was thinking be able to acquire at least one piece of hired gear. I mean, 3 points of defense. I mean, I might take it. I swap out that one thing. Okay, the 2 of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now. But there is still a lot you have to learn about the hound of yours. He'd step in front of a bloody, raging behemoth if it meant protecting you. But that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Kupo nuts. You do good to remember that. I know, he's the best boy. That which conquers all. Here, not long removed from when last you placed yourself between us and peril, I sit and pen yet another letter in which I try to find the words to somehow express my gratitude of an entire town. Still, something feels different about our last trade. Where in the past we leaned ever so heavily upon your good graces, this time, we found strength elsewhere, in ourselves. Our hardships has shown us that which should have been apparent all along. We are not so different as we want to believe. Does a peasant love his homeland any less than a noble? Does a bearer love his family any less than another man does his own? It is in this love that has united us and given us true strength. Should every thrall, Akashic, bandit, and brigand in the realm come charging at our gates, we will not fret, we will not falter, we will fight, and we will win. A new day. I am not so foolish to believe that a single shaming at the hands of our town urchins can dispel a lifetime of hatred built up in one's heart. Just as a pot cannot be made clean by reminding it of its grime. It takes effort, persistence. More often than not, a stiff brush and a bucket of lye. But more than that, it takes time. Fortunately, your courage and leadership has granted us just that. We must now decide whether to embrace or to waste it. A wise man once said that the night is always darkest before the dawn. It is a good thing, then, I count on one who burns so bright amongst my friends. It's one of my favorite things. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart, and we would be poor friends indeed if we not seek to lighten that burden even but only a fraction before we depart the skies. I would speak on this more in private.
If Joshua was worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Man, you're kind of missing the mark, dude. Shouldn't you be worried about Jill, too? Do you remember what you told me the night of the Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominant sits upon yours. But are we not both dominants of fire? Does not the flame of the forebearers burn in both of our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. Is this not what our father wanted? What Sid wanted? To cast aside a fate and forge our own paths? Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength. My Lord Marquis, I write to thank you for your kind consideration you have shown for those whose names are written within the pages of the Book of Martyrs. I know that it would move them deeply to know that the first shield of the Phoenix laments their passing. Though each and every member of our order stands ready to sacrifice their lives in service of the Phoenix, I do not doubt that those who are taken before their time go with regret for the long years of duty left undone. That they should live on in the memory of proud son of House of Rossfield, such as yourself, shall surely go some way to soothing their sorrows. What? You didn't think I were just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? Wouldn't you know, I've already a fine spot picked out and everything. But if you're going to go on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business with that ruddy god of yours. Take too long, and somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose in that case, I could bury you one of my lesser inventions. Goddess knows I've countless. How many are we at? Dang! We only have 6 left? That's wild. Last stream we had less than half. Of course they would all save it for the end. Okay. Yep, gotta talk to Joshua real quick.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Always the warrior. Got actually 2 up there. We're gonna redo down here. The entire Valorant community. Hey yo! Look at this guy. Dude, how the heck? That's awesome. That's seriously fucking awesome, dude. Connections in high places. Yep. Let's be honest, I asked a bit of a dumb question there. That's freaking great, dude. This passageway. Entire Valorant community. That is no small community. Seriously, dude. That could spread to other, you know,
This is the place, but
like League of Legends type
I'm sorry,
brands and
Clive.
stuff, dude. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard. To the hideaway, then.
Back and forth, back and forth. Met a guy who hosts scrims for Overwatch. Nice, branching out of the games. That is going to help me promote within those communities. Hell yeah. That's no small feat either. Jesus Christ. Killing it, dude. Yeah, seriously.
Let's hope
Like,
one of the merchants
big
here has
moves
what
being
Gav
made.
Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
What games is he looking to branch into? Probably nothing I play at the moment, but if he played Overwatch, I assume at least other FPS games.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone? Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine?
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
Valorant, Overwatch, Apex Legends, possibly Fortnite, all makes sense to me. The one that sticks out is Rocket League. Kind of surprised. But then again, I know it's still a pretty dope game that's been thriving.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's ride. Sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
Exactly. Since we're already here, we might as well.
Can hardly make out a plummet. Good girl.
Hey, that's enough. If they play other Epic games, like that's not a small patient zero situation indeed. Indeed. No cap on that matter whatsoever.
Tracks. They're not left by bandits for a change.
It's all you need. One
More
to
tracks.
spread the fires.
And these look fresh. The chocobo was here.
And I can definitely cover your JRPG, fantasy, AAA games that drop constantly. Well, almost. Funny enough, I have no interest in Starfield.
I don't hear anything.
Which is a little bit of a bummer. I feel like I want to be interested in Starfield, but
Well, I'll be damned.
Bethesda's just kind of... The work. Good. I'm not gonna lie, I miss those classic fucking chocobo sounds. They are ambrosia. It's the same bird.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend.
Like, yeah, fuck.
Thank you.
Oh.
Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Oh, the feather we found on the ground is the feather, and they're just like, what you doing with that? Okay. Got it. Let's conquer these. Probably should have looked at the local map because I know a crap load of fucking things are here. Britain's Hollow. Stuff. In Mickleburg. Maybe something in Mickleburg, but basically, yeah.
Ready, go?
We got some distance to cover. not.
Thanks,
Okay,
Gal.
it is one of them. I'm like, you kind of stick out like a sore thumb. Oh, the Behemoth King! Oh, fuck me.
Another of the Royalists' guard
4
dogs.
horsemen. Okay.
Too slow. Kill.
Come on, I thought I had that. Timed perfectly.
Too slow. Nice try. Thanks, boy.
Suck it. Oh, crap. That's fun.
Nice roll, Lenny. Too slow.
Good try. Oh, my. Okay. Oh, hey, okay. Let's see. That has a lingering effect. Sorry, not sorry. I'm kind of stuck in his armpit. Okay.
Too slow. To me, boy.
Okay. Okay.
Failed.
I didn't realize we were in the apocalypse. That's definitely might be. I was like, okay, he's done with his combo, so we're good, right? I keep dodging, but apparently. Maybe if I don't fuck up my combo, would have had him dead. Though he is super tanky. I got comboed into it. A little too close. Wow. Try, bitch. Can't fool me twice. Game over. Aw, man, he gets off another one. A bit more health than I expected. There we go. The king has been felled. Just 20,000 XP. Nothing. No big deal. There's the third orichalcum.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Indeed. Torgal is the better boy.
Fly, Ambrosia. The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Free potion. Hey, I'll take that. Knock knock. Railroad to the Genser training report. Wake of the tragic fire, Karanorvit. 873V. The subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers. All mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine maneuvers improvised. I'm so okay. And assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Strongier for inspection. Not the information.
Army notebook. Did he take this from the look?
The Moogle. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valestine folktales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooths, leading to common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest naught remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they can be described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight. And they are brightly colored pom-poms, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow. The fact that the creature actually exists. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth, and in the case of the Moogle, the fact may be not so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and the illustration besides the name? Why, it is none other than the Moogle. Of course it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carry them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction. Or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away far from the human view.
Barracks.
Well, that last part's definitely accurate. Ball of errors. This is a lot of reading. Oh, from a distance. Okay.
But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
That's the one I needed to read. Okay. Oopsies.
Leaving so soon, stranger?
Hey.
We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
These guys are gonna deal with it?
Let's see,
Give me a challenge. I just fought the big behemoth king. Bro, going too fast for my loadout. Oh. Too bad, so sad. Like a couple bandits are gonna scare me.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now.
But access to all knowledge
we shall meet again.
Is what
Until
forms the clearest of pictures. Does it not?
Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Like, if you take, like, one piece of history and banish it from all records...
Come on.
Even if it's, you know, up for interpretation, it's still part of a puzzle. You need all pieces to get the most clearest form. Assuming that you don't have people with first-hand experience to give you guidance on the form of history. But I digress. Seems to be... yes. Bump into every tree. I will do so. For the sake of speed.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Oh, nice. There's a high potion. Well, no hunts over here. There's something up there. Loot. Actually, a little surprise. Only a little, though. This was the... It's not necessarily Curtain Hollow, I mean... whatever. Thinking too much. There is a path over here. Oh. For Odin. You know, as much as I did enjoy Shiva's, we're... Okay, hold on. Maybe I will do that. We got that one, and then we gotta return. We still have a chunk of hunts to do. Chunk of hunt. I may not spend all my time doing hunts. If I can at least get my sword. Not to mention, I do kind of really want to test out this fighting style. feel like I'm missing something here because it doesn't seem to be doing a significant amount of damage. Make contact with that. I have a feeling this is probably the highest skill ceiling one. But once you figure out how it really works, it's gonna decimate. Oh, whoops. Did it again. Use nothing hard to for that one. Really? Right. Oh, hold R1 to use. Yeah. There it is. Okay. Can I do a retry right now? No. Wait. Okay. Oops. Coming clutch. Probably not. Every damn. Well, I got a trophy for it. Man, I think I barely missed out on it.
It's over.
Hey! I scuffed my way through the first one. Okay, okay. So now I understand. I have to hold R1 to launch the tier 5. And that's where the damage comes from. So most everything else is to amplify the gauge, to execute that ability. Makes sense. This still might not really work out with the carry over time. I know I was in a way better position when I did the Shiva one. Okay. R1 is recover immediately. So not like 100% on how that. Like you could do it through your own combo. Or you could do it through getting hit. And that's the Heavens card. Yeah, I think that's lost. There's really no way to reset it. Hang on. So it kind of acts like a mini parry almost. It kind of slows down time. Definitely a unique style. I do like it. Oh, whoops. Somehow that didn't work out the way. Nice, it really does actually act. It's a 360. Okay, so that's my dash attack. You would think the parry would come more naturally to this. But I guess there's still a specific parry. Damn. That's my favorite thing to do is R1, R2 combo. It's very much not great. I do like that move a bit more. It still hit me through it. I think this time, if I lose, it's through health alone. Quite a bit. The attacks are grand, but they leave you so open. I guess that's why you have the, Oh, thank you.
Nice try.
yeah, having it as tier 5, definitely bigger. Not just bigger damage, but like you can't get hit through it.
Too slow. Finished.
Okay. And within those first 2 swings, huh? It is a very technical stance, but I get it. Like, it's pretty fucking fire. That seems worth it. Oh, hey. Fascinating. I still don't think I'm gonna be able to clear this challenge purely because of my health. It's genuinely a trickier one than I'm, like, accustomed to. Not in a bad way. It's just like it's got a learning curve that I want to get good at. Oh shoot. The basket. It's sick as fuck. Oh, kind of missed. Still not looking great. Yep. I see it better now. I like what the intent is. Great. That wasn't great. That wasn't either. Ah, and I need a target to connect with on that one. Well, that makes sense. Also why they're giving me enemies that can kind of teleport to a safe distance. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we'll pick the stream up with doing that, but we're gonna knock out this side quest here, and then we'll call stream. I'm like way too invested to make that work. I think I have the right idea of what I need to do. There is, and I'm probably not going to get it right away, but there's definitely an element between switching between the Odin blade and like my regular blade. Bat Batch Conservatory Right of Incorporation. The Kingdom of Waloed hereby incorporates this institution, wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state of as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer disposal within its bounds is punishable by death.
Disposed of.
Today's exercise will consist of the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as instructor shall dictate. The furnace, burn intensely to be gradually increased. Live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
Wasn't here. Okay. Oh, yeah. There it is. I have recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as a thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood. And now I see her everywhere. Today one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile. The smile she inherited from her mother. The mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wife's, all of them. All those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer. And so, I have decided. Tomorrow, I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb, and enter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree whose crooked hands reach to the sky in sublimation. And besides me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged. Anakin killing children? The younglings, they have perished.
Seems like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Jake's head. Indeed. Not the younglings. That tree, but there's a chain here.
A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Hans, Alfred, Franz, Lena, Bruno, Johanna, Reinhard, Marta, Lorith. No.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
To me, boy. Fine house.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Alright, chat. Again, think I'm going to start off with that tablet tomorrow. Turn in the side quests, finish off the hunts, and the story will resume. But we will call it here for tonight. Pretty good run. I do think we made a really good amount of progress in the few hours that we started from. Alrighty, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oop, wrong one. 'Twas fun as always. Sorry it started out a bit later. Had to take care of things. Unfortunately, took a little longer than anticipated, but it was good. I'm glad I did it. So, thank you all for hanging out, as always, and I will catch y'all tomorrow. Hopefully we can close this out That's the goal, at least. Finish this game tomorrow. Till then, good night. Deuces.